The cavernous training hall fell silent as drill instructor Vextar's forearms gestured toward the massive holographic display. His chitinous exoskeleton gleamed under the harsh artificial lights of the Galactic Military Academy, and his compound eyes swept across the assembled recruits from 17 different species. "Listen well, maggots," the insectoid instructor's voice reverberated through the chamber's acoustic enhancers. "Before you stands the Earth combat simulation, the most brutal, unforgiving training program ever devised by the Galactic Alliance. In the 3 centuries since its implementation, not one recruit has successfully completed it." Jackson Martinez shifted uncomfortably in his seat among the other human recruits. At 22, he was one of only 15 humans in a class of 300. Humanity had only recently joined the Galactic Alliance, and their reputation preceded them. A species from a death world so violent that most aliens considered it uninhabitable. "The simulation places you on Earth," Vextar continued, his mandibles clicking ominously. "A Class 14 death world where everything, and I mean everything, is designed to kill you. Gravity that would crush a Zentaurian. Atmospheric pressure that would implode an Etherian. Weather patterns so violent they make the storm seasons of Kethmore look like gentle breezes." Emma Chen, seated 2 rows behind Jackson, felt her pulse quicken. She'd grown up in the Australian outback, where her family had taught her to survive in some of Earth's harshest conditions. The 20-year-old had enlisted partly to prove that humans belonged among the stars, but mostly because she was tired of being underestimated. "The simulation drops you into different Earth environments." Vextar's voice took on an almost gleeful tone. "The Amazon rainforest, where every plant secretes deadly toxins. The Sahara Desert, where the very air burns your respiratory systems. The Arctic tundra, where temperatures plummet so low that most species' bodily fluids crystallize instantly." A Calorian recruit, a tall, blue-skinned humanoid with gills, raised a webbed hand nervously. "Sir, what about the predators?" Vextar's mandibles spread in what might have been a grin. "Ah yes, the fauna. Bears that can crush a hover tank. Cats that hunt with such precision, they make our best snipers look amateur. And don't get me started on the microscopic life forms. Bacteria and viruses so aggressive they can adapt to any immune system within hours." The hall erupted in nervous chatter. Several recruits looked visibly ill, their various alien features pale or discolored with fear. "But surely," interrupted a voice from the Vorthak contingent, "the intelligent life forms provide some sanctuary." The drill instructor's compound eyes gleamed with dark humor. "The humans? Oh, they're the worst part. Bipedal omnivores with such violent tendencies they've weaponized everything from pointed sticks to quantum particles. They've survived ice ages, asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, and still found time to wage war on each other for sport. The simulation includes their military history. And trust me, you don't want to face a human Marine Corps scenario." Emma felt a surge of pride mixed with embarrassment. She glanced around at her fellow humans, noting their carefully neutral expressions. They were trying not to look too confident, she realized. "The record survival time," Vextar announced, "is 47 minutes and 36 seconds, achieved by a Thrakari warrior, a species known for their exceptional endurance. Most recruits are eliminated within the first 10 minutes. He paused dramatically, his 4 arms clasped behind his back. "The simulation will run tomorrow. I expect the usual results, complete failure across the board. No recruit has ever passed Earth simulation, and none ever will. It's simply impossible for civilized species to survive on such a barbaric world." Emma's hand shot up so fast it created a small sonic pop in the air. The entire hall turned to stare at her. Vextar's antennae twitched in surprise. "Yes, Recruit Chen." "Sir?" Emma said, her voice carrying clearly through the chamber. "I volunteer to go first." A ripple of shocked murmurs swept through the assembled recruits. The drill instructor's mandibles clicked rapidly, a sign of agitation in his species. "Recruit Chen, did you not hear me? No one has ever—" "I heard you, sir," Emma interrupted respectfully but firmly. "But with all due respect, no human has ever taken this test." Jackson couldn't help but smile. He'd met Emma during orientation week, and he'd learned quickly that beneath her quiet demeanor lay a core of pure titanium. She'd grown up hunting crocodiles, navigating sandstorms, and treating venomous snake bites like minor inconveniences. Vextar studied her with all 4 of his compound eyes. "Very well, Recruit Chen, but when you fail, and you will fail spectacularly, don't expect any sympathy from me." "Understood, sir," Emma replied calmly. But what happens if I pass? The question hung in the air like a challenge. Several alien recruits laughed nervously, as if the very concept was absurd. Vextar's antennae twitched again. If, and this is purely hypothetical, you were to somehow survive the full 8-hour simulation, then... He paused, clearly never having considered this scenario. Then you would earn immediate advancement to Special Forces consideration and become the first recruit in Academy history to conquer the impossible. Emma nodded once, sharply. Then I'll see you on the other side, sir. As the recruits filed out of the hall, Jackson caught up with Emma in the corridor. Around them, aliens gave the small group of humans a wide berth, whispering among themselves in various languages. You know, Jackson said quietly, when they find out we're literally from the place they've been using to traumatize recruits for 3 centuries, this is going to get interesting. Emma's eyes sparkled with determination. Jackson, I spent my childhood swimming in crocodile-infested rivers, and my teenage years tracking dingoes through the desert. Tomorrow I'm not just taking their test, I'm going home. The next morning would prove that sometimes the most impossible challenges are only impossible until someone from the right world decides to show everyone else how it's done. After all, you can't use Earth as the ultimate survival test when Earth's own children are sitting in your classroom.